How the World Was Made, a Cheyenne myth. The story as retold by Alice Marriott and Carl K. Rachlin. In the beginning there was nothing, and Maheo, the All-Spirit, lived in the void. He looked around him, but there was nothing to see. He listened, but there was nothing to hear. There was only Maheo, alone in nothingness. Because of the greatness of his power, Maheo was not lonesome. His beginning was a universe. But as he moved through the endless time of nothingness, it seemed to Maheo that his power should be put to use. What good is power, Maheo asked himself, if it is not used to make a world and people to live in it? With his power, Maheo created a great water, like a lake, but salty. Out of this salty water, Maheo knew he could bring all life that ever was to be. The lake itself was life, if Maheo so commanded it. In the darkness of nothingness, Maheo could feel the coolness of the water, and taste on his lips the tang of salt. There should be water beings, Maheo told his power. So it was. First a fish, swimming in the deep water, and then the mussels and snails and crawfish lying on the sand and mud. Maheo had formed so his lake should have a bottom. Let us also create something that lives on the water, Maheo thought to his power. So it was. For now there were snow geese and mallards and teal and coots and terns and loons living and swimming about on the water surface. Maheo could hear the splashing of their feet and flapping of their wings in the darkness. I should like to see the things I've created, Maheo decided. And again so it was. Light began to grow and spread first, white and bleached in the east, then golden and strong, till it filled the middle of the sky and extended all around the horizon. Maheo watched the light and saw the birds and fish and shellfish lying on the bottom of the lake as the light showed them to him. How beautiful it all is, Maheo thought in his heart. Then the snow goose paddled over to where she thought Maheo was. In the space above the lake, I do not see you, but I know that you exist, the goose began. I do not know where you are. I know, you must be everywhere. Listen to me, Maheo. This is good water that you have made, on which we live, but birds are not like fish. Sometimes we get tired of swimming. Sometimes we would like to get out of water. Then fly, said Maheo, as he waved his arms. And all the water birds flew, skidding along the surface of the lake until they had speed enough to rise into the air. The skies were darkened with them. How beautiful their wings were in the light, Maheo said to his power, and the birds wheeled and turned and became living patterns against the sky. The loon was the first to drop back to the surface of the lake. Maheo, he said, looking around, for he knew that Maheo was all about him. You made a sky and light to fly in, and you have made us water to swim in. It sounds ungrateful to want something else, yet we still do. We are tired of swimming and tired of flying. We should like a dry, solid place where we could walk and rest. Give us a place to build our nests, please, Maheo. So be it, said Maheo, but make such a place. I must have your help, all of you. By myself I have made 4 things: the water, the light, the sky, air, and the peoples of the water. Now I must have help if I am to create more for my power. Will only let me take 4 things by myself. For my power will only let me take 4 things by myself. Tell us how we can help you, said all the water peoples. We are ready to do what you want, what you say. Maheo stretched out his hand and beckoned. Let the biggest and the swiftest try to find land first, he said. And the snow goose came to him. I'm ready to try, Snow Goose said, and she drove herself along the water until the white wake behind her grew and grew to a sharp white point that drove her up into the air. The feathers dive and arrow. She flew high into the sky until she saw only a dark spot against the clearness of the light. Then the goose turned down and plunged, faster than any arrow, and dived into the water. She pierced the surface with her beak as if it were the point of a spear. The snow goose was gone a long time. Hale counted the 400 times before she rose to the surface of the water, the other floating, her beak half open as she gasped for air.